It started with something small, something that felt more confusing than cruel. My sister, the person I'd always been closest to, suddenly became distant the moment she got engaged. We used to talk about everything, our future weddings, our partners, even silly dreams we knew would never happen. But once she met her fiancé, that connection began to fade. I didn't think much of it at first. I told myself she was just busy, caught up in the excitement of wedding planning. Until one day, she told me not to come to her engagement dinner. Her words were sharp but wrapped in fake sweetness. She said, "It's just better if you don't come, trust me." I remember asking her why. She hesitated for a moment, then said something that made my chest tighten. "It's not that I don't want you there, it's just, you make things complicated. It's best if you stay home." That night, I sat in my room feeling a mix of humiliation and confusion. Complicated? What did that even mean? I'd never done anything to make her feel uncomfortable. I wasn't jealous or judgmental. I just wanted to meet the man she said was the one. Still, the way she said it, it wasn't just a suggestion. It was an order. For a few days, I tried to respect her wishes. I convinced myself that I might be overthinking it. Maybe she just wanted privacy. But deep down, something felt wrong. Every time she mentioned her fiancé, her tone changed. It was guarded, rehearsed, almost fearful. I could hear it in her voice, like she was hiding something. Then came the day I decided to find out for myself. She said she was going out to dinner with him again, and that's when I made my choice. I told her I was staying home, and as soon as she left, I followed her. My heart was pounding the entire time. I wasn't even sure what I was doing, just that I needed to know why she was pushing me away. I kept my distance, driving a few cars behind her until she pulled into a small Italian restaurant. The lights glowed warmly through the windows, couples laughing inside. She got out of her car and greeted a tall man standing near the entrance. From where I was parked, I couldn't see his face clearly. But something about his posture, the way he moved, it sparked something in my memory. A familiar rhythm, a specific confidence. I moved closer, keeping to the shadows near the side of the restaurant. I could hear their laughter faintly, see them through the glass. And then he turned. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. My knees went weak, because staring back at my sister, smiling, holding her hand, was my ex-boyfriend. The same man who'd broken me completely 2 years earlier. He was the man who'd lied to me, cheated on me, and left me when I needed him the most. He'd disappeared without closure, leaving only a hollow text message saying, "You deserve better." And now, he was standing there with my sister, pretending to be someone new. I felt sick. My heart raced and my palms went cold. The betrayal hit me like a wave. Suddenly everything made sense. Why she didn't want me to meet him, why she avoided talking about him. She knew exactly who he was. I stood there for a long time, watching them, every laugh and touch slicing into me like a blade. The pain turned into anger. Not the kind of anger that burns fast and fades, it was the kind that simmers, quiet and deliberate. I knew I had to do something. But not in rage. I wanted her to feel what I felt, betrayed, humiliated, exposed. That night, I didn't sleep. I stayed up, replaying every conversation we'd ever had. The way she'd lied to my face, the way she'd protected him. By morning, my pain had turned into a plan. I started small. I gathered everything I had on him, old texts, photos, messages where he admitted to cheating, and even a few screenshots from when he begged me to take him back. I made copies and saved them in a hidden folder. Then, I reached out to one of my friends who worked in event design. My sister had hired her to help with wedding decor, and she casually mentioned that they were finalizing their guest list soon. That gave me the perfect opportunity. I sent my sister a simple message, "I'm happy for you. I hope he makes you as happy as he made me." I knew those words would haunt her. For days, she didn't reply. But I knew it got to her because her tone changed completely the next time she called. She sounded nervous, almost panicked. She said, "Listen, I don't want things to be weird. Please don't say anything to him, okay?" I told her calmly, "Why would I? You've already made your choice." That's when the silence on the phone felt heavier than ever. I didn't confront her directly, not yet. I wanted her to feel safe, to think I'd moved on. Meanwhile, I worked quietly behind the scenes. I contacted her fiancé under a different name and shared a concern about my friend who was dating him. I sent him proof of his own messages to me, enough to make him realize I knew everything. He panicked. A week later, my sister showed up at my door, crying. She said he'd broken off the engagement, claiming he wasn't ready for marriage. She begged me to tell her if I'd done anything. I looked her straight in the eye and said, "No, I didn't." Maybe you should ask yourself why he couldn't handle the truth. The truth was, I didn't ruin her engagement. I just handed him the mirror. He destroyed it himself. In the weeks that followed, she avoided me completely. Our family didn't know the details, just that the wedding was off. And while part of me pitied her, another part, the part that remembered every lie, every insult, felt a cold sense of justice. It wasn't about revenge anymore. It was about balance. She betrayed me in the cruelest way possible, and now, she understood what betrayal felt like. Sometimes justice doesn't come in the form of yelling or public humiliation. Sometimes it comes quietly, in the form of truth, delivered at just the right moment. If you've ever been lied to by someone you trusted, you know that silence can be the loudest revenge of all. If this story made you feel something, hit that like button, and tell me, what would you have done if you were in my shoes? Don't forget to subscribe for more stories of justice, betrayal, and karma served cold.